It's been about 4.5 years ago, almost 5 years now, that I was told I have cancer. It's the second time I had cancer, but this time it was really, there was a lot there and I had to have chemo. I did not want to take chemo. The doctor said if I didn't take it, within 6 months, I could be dead anyway, so you might as well take it. I took the chemo. Well, the chemo did a number on my body. It messed up my hearing, big time on my lungs. I could hardly breathe, landed in the hospital a number of times because I couldn't breathe. Because my lungs were damaged from the chemo, my cancer doctor sent me to a pulmonary doctor. My pulmonary doctor worked with me for a couple of years. We tried everything. I did every medication. We tried everything. To help, nothing was helping. And that's when my pulmonary doctor said to me, Joanie, there's nothing I can do for you. I've done everything I can. I can't help you anymore. As God would have it, was shortly after that that my friend told me about the stem cell activators for my lungs. And I was willing to try it. I said, absolutely, let me try this. I got 3 bottles, and I saw my doctor just before I started on this. And I said, Doc, are you okay with me taking this? And he put his hand on my knee and he touched my knee and said, Joanie, any doctor that would say to you not to try something when I can't help you anymore, there's nothing I can do for you, by all means, try it. You're not stupid. If you can't breathe, stop it. If it's helping you, keep on taking it. And when I went back to my pulmonary doctor, it was like 3 months after we started this, because he said to me, okay, get on this stuff you're taking, and I want to do a breathing test on you again 3 months from now. I said, okay, Doc. And I did. I could never pass the breathing test. Never happened. And so I came back 3 months later. I did the breathing test. And I was getting so excited because I knew in my heart, as I took this test, you have to sit in like a big capsule thing and they tell you, blow, hold it, do this, do that. I could never pass it. It never happened. So this time when I was doing it, I'm thinking, oh, thank you, God, thank you, God. I knew I was doing better. I knew I was breathing. I knew I was coming close to passing this test. So when it was all over, went to my doctor, he looked at my test, he looked at me, he looked back at the test, he said, what is the stuff you're taking? Your test is almost perfect. Let me listen to your lungs. He listened to my lungs, they gave me the biggest smile. He said, you really are doing good. You are doing, I can't believe what's happening to you. I couldn't help you, but whatever you're taking, it's helping you. Keep taking it. By the way, I went back to see my chemo doctor, and she listened to my lungs, and she said, what are you doing? Something is different. Your lungs have not sounded this good since you were taking the chemo and since you had all the cancer. And I said, well, I'm taking stem cell activators. I'm loving it. It's helping me. And she said, keep on taking it. There's so many things I couldn't do. I couldn't iron. I couldn't clean the house. I couldn't even do laundry. I was able to put the clothes in the wash machine. My husband had to take them out. He had to put them in a dryer. I couldn't bend over. I couldn't do almost anything. I didn't even leave the house except to go to the doctor for like 8 months. I didn't go to church. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do anything. Although I stayed positive the whole time, my husband and I kept me laughing and we had a good time, but I couldn't go anyplace. Once I started taking these stem cell activators, I put the clothes in the wash machine, and one day I didn't call Dave. I took them out of the wash machine. I went, whoa, and I threw them in the dryer. I didn't take them out of the dryer yet because when I was bending over, it was a little bit harder to breathe. But now that I've been on it, it's going into my 8th month, I put the clothes in the washer, I put them in the dryer, I take them out of the dryer. I'm even ironing again. And what's really making me excited is that I could carry on the conversation. And now that I'm back at church, I'm singing, which I couldn't do before. I'm just so happy that my life has done a 180. I'm doing things I haven't been able to do in a year, 2 years, almost 3 years since all this started. And just being able to talk again, I'm beyond happy.